All right, let's do this. Episode number 17 of Ask EJ. All right,
All
question
right.
number one. Let's have it.
Ryan from Walnut, Mississippi.
Walnut, Mississippi. All right, I know exactly where that is. Go ahead.
Would like to know how you felt about having multiple guns throughout your house, thoroughly hidden. For instance, where you are downstairs late at night getting something to drink or anything like that and get a surprise burglar. Thought it would be smart to have a small pistol in a drawer or somewhere easy and quick to get to, just for rare cases where you aren't in the room next to your production gun.
I don't disagree with that at all. I would just say if you got small kids, got to be aware of that, so you'd have it, secure. And then if you're gonna put something in a drawer, make sure that you got the trigger covered at all times, so that if that drawer comes in and out, and through daily use, and then something finds its way into the trigger guard, you don't have a discharge of a sort. But having multiple guns is not a problem. Thing is that having multiple guns all around your house tends to you end up having this thing like you have Alzheimer's, and you're trying to you're trying to find Easter eggs. Like, you forget where they are. So under stress, you would need to know exactly where they are, and you would think that, oh, I put it here, I'll remember it. But just remember how many times you've had to go searching for your car keys or your phone. You forgot where you put it. That could very well happen. So if you're going to stage them throughout your house, then you probably need to regularly go by and visualize them and make sure they're there. But I will say that if you've got small kids, probably not the best idea, because small kids are curious. Also, if you have guests over at your house, like you're throwing a party and they go looking for a ice cream scoop, and they open that drawer and they find your Wackmaster 5000, at the very minimum, you may freak them out. But worst case, they could get curious, especially if they've been liquored up. Grab it and treat it like a toy. So, things to consider. But no, on the auspice of the question, I don't disagree with that at all. Walnut, Mississippi. All right, next question.
All right, Dave from Springboro, Pennsylvania asks, what are your thoughts on the dot sight on an EDC pistol? I carry a G17 and have been considering adding a dot to increase accuracy, but don't have much experience with them. I shoot proficiently with iron sights, but can see how a dot may be an advantage under stress, especially when you may have a limited amount of target visible. Your thoughts?
I carry a XS Big Dot sight on my Glock 17, Glock 19, Glock 26. So yes, I agree with them, especially for EDC. If you want to do competition or something like that, then you may want to get something that's a little bit thinner and more competitive in design. But big dots are good, so that's what I carry. Now we're good. So yeah, business is being conducted. All right, question number 3.
All right, Jimmy from Stamford, Connecticut asks, should I switch guns/manufacturers to fill needed roles, i.e. the P226 when I'm walking the dog at night, then Shield 40 on a daily errands, and CAR PM40 and non-permissive, by practice not law, environments? Or should I just use a P224 for daily errands for muscle memory?
All right, what's his name again?
Jimmy from Stamford, Connecticut.
All right, Jimmy from Stanford. Dude, it sounds like you're overthinking this. So here's what I'll tell you. The gun you're proficient with, that's the one we carry. If we don't like the size or ergonomics, we find another gun that fits that, and we become proficient in that. Switching guns is it can become a problem when we're dealing with accuracy, because you're going from sizes and recoil and calibers, and we want to make sure that, because we're responsible for every bullet, that we have one gun that we're like, no kidding, we got it. We can make this work when our life is dependent on it and we're 100% under stress. So don't overthink what gun to use, when and where, and I use this gun for that and this and the other. So make sure that you're proficient on it. Now, if you're proficient on all of them, then I guess this statement would be null and void. But make sure you're good on at least one of those and try to make that work as best you can for all your different environments. And then if you do want different guns that hold more bullets or whatever, for whatever reason, that it's well within that same ergonomical platform that you're currently using to carry every day, so that we're not having to remember to deactivate a safety on one, or the safety is located in another. This one doesn't have a safety. This one's single action. This one's double action. This is single double. Whatever the differences may be, we want to make sure that we have a consistency throughout our weaponry, so that we don't have to think about it. That's what I would tell you. All right, cool. So that's 3, right? All right. Well, don't forget to check out sheepdogsociety.org. Get all our content and stuff there, about 33 cents a day. And the radio show, it's on iTunes or Google Play. You can download that stuff, listen to it for free. And then, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that other good stuff. See you out there on Facebook. Keep the questions coming. Need some more good ones. But as always, you know it. Stay alert, practice often.